Alrighty, so this video is for the health communications class, and it's going to kind of help you guys use this app, Clipchamp, in order to create your PSA. I want to show you guys a few cool little things that you can do with the app. To start out, I want to show you a little example of what you can create using this application itself. So here's a little 30-minute PSA that I made in order to, advocate for dogs and mental health and all that kind of stuff, just to give you a little insight of what you can use, what you can create while using this app.
Every human needs a doggo, and every doggo needs a home. Our message is simple: get a dog. Aside from their floofy ears and their diabolical, melt-your-heart eyes, dogs alleviate loneliness, provide structure to your life, help you get exercise, and can even help interrupt arguments. Did I mention that they love you unconditionally? Head on over to loyaldoggo.com to learn more on how you can get one of these adorable doggos in your life today.
Okay, so nothing too crazy, kind of cute, little fun thing. It was a fun little project to do. But I wanted to show you how to add things like these cool transitions, or underlying music, audio if you wanted to add it, and additional musical tracks in order to add a little oomph to your video production. To use this app, it's relatively simple. So you'll go ahead and just head on to your little Clipchamp website, and you'll go to create a video. While you create a video, you have a few little cool options in order to create. One of the two that you'd be using the most is this widescreen option, but you can also use like a social media option for Facebook and Instagram posts as well. So it's kind of up to you how you want to structure your PSA, what audience you want to angle it at. I suggest just using the widescreen. It's easier to kind of fit all of the pre-recorded videos that you want to fit into it, and you don't get these like little black bars on your side here. So it's simple and easy as that. So we'll go ahead and click widescreen. In order to add media, it's actually a relatively simple process. So you'll be using websites like Pexels as well as Pixabay in order to download free royalty-free music and also video files, as well as this Omni Music Media website that BYU offers for its students as well, to download your main audio tracks as well as some sound effects if you want to use that as well. There are also other websites you can use to download special sound effects, like I did this little dog bark. And I use that Zap Splat. You can register for this website. It's free. However, you're only able to download 3 audio clips every X amount of minutes for bandwidth purposes, according to the website. But we encourage you not to purchase anything for these videos. Again, this is just for a course. But as you get in your professional careers, your respective employers will often have contracts with some of these providers that you can get a high quality video and audio information from as well. So to add media, it's simple. You'll go to the downloaded media that you want to add, and you'll just simply drag and drop. As you can see, your little view window here has formed. If you want to view or preview the videos that you add or the media that you add, you can just simply highlight over it, and you'll see that it just plays a little bit of a clip. And you're like, oh yeah, that's the file that I wanted to use. And then say, for example, you're like, oh, I want to use this file right here, exactly at this point, as it fades into the next. That way you can view it here and not have to, drag it here and then scrub your way through in order to see what you want while you're going over all the audio that you already have in here. So it's not all hard to kind of see and load and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of what you want to do here as well. To delete audio and video clips, as you can see, it's pretty easy to do. Say I had, 3 clips in here, and I wanted to, delete this clip, and I didn't mean to add it, I could just highlight this. I can delete in here, or say I want to delete the entirety of the clip, I could simply click without highlighting this and delete this as well. And it'll delete both clips as well. Say, for example, you wanted to add additional video files and you didn't want the entirety of the file. So you can scrub through and see where you want, the video to start. I wanted mine to start somewhere around here, as the funky dude's looking at me. So I'm going to cut the entirety of this section of the video really easy. All I have to do is take this little pill and drag and drop it until I get to the point where I want to be. So I'm going to kind of view that here. I want to drag it until right there. And then at the end, I want to kind of scrub until I hit about there. Okay. And so I'm going to scrub all the way down until I hit the area that I want to hit. And we'll do the same here. I'll just randomly scrub it down, randomly go like this. Okay. And I want to show you guys how to merge two video files together. Something that you can do in order to make this an easier thing to do is do something called fading. Fading allows you to add two clips together in a relatively smooth fashion. If we were to, for example, just play these two video clips as they are, you'll see that it's kind of choppy. So here it goes. Here's the chop. See how easy that was? It was super bam, in your face. In order to prevent that, you want to make your fades about 0.5 seconds in length. And in order to do that, you'll highlight the video that you want to fade, and you can fade out and fade in. So I'm fading out into the next video. I want to use this, I want to keep this probably at 0.3 seconds. And then I want to fade in on the next video at 0.2 seconds. This is going to create a really smooth transition, as you can see here. Boom. Nice and easy. Now, as you can see in the beginning of my clip, I even faded in the first 0.3 seconds on this video as well. So it's not all of a sudden, bam, in your face. It kind of eases your eyes into the scene easy like that. If I got rid of that on here, you can see that it's kind of just like boom.
Every human needs a doggo.
And sometimes people like that. Sometimes
every human needs
don't.
a doggo.
But I kind of like it with the fade. So it's up to you. It's up to the creator's jurisdiction. Or discretion, I should say. Alrighty. Let's see here. As you can see, you can add varied audio files. So I'm going to add this little hoity-toity thing I got from Omni. But I'm also going to add two audio files that I created myself. Now, you can't create audio files directly with this program.
So in order to download your own personalized audio files, you can utilize a application called Audacity. Now, Audacity is going to change my voice as soon as I jump into it, so don't be alarmed. But I'll exit out automatically after I'm done showing you how to use it. So Audacity is a free-use program that you can use very easily. Literally, all you have to do is press this red button. All of a sudden, now you're recording. Simple as that. Something that you might want to keep in mind as well, though, is changing your input and your output sources in order to make sure that you're recording from the right device, and also modifying your stereo recording options as well. So, for example, I'm using right now my Zoom H1N audio recorder, which is a 2-channel recording device, and I'm using my headset as my little listener option. Anyway, so I can highlight all this, press play, and all of a sudden, now you're recording. Simple as that. So, as you can tell, this is kind of hard to hear. You could change the effects pretty easy. Go to bass and treble. You'll increase the decibels to 2, and do something funky. Say you want the bass high, and you could change it to 16, or the treble down to 10. Go crazy like that. Close and listen to it. All of a sudden, now you're recording. Anyway, so we're not going to save anything like that. This is just going to simply show you how to use the program. You can download it if you want. It's up to you. So now that you have downloaded your audio files and you've gotten everything going, I want to show you how to cut maybe your customized
Every human
audio
needs a
doggo that you've recorded. So these audio files, you'll see that there's these little ridges. Those are audio waves. And when these little ridges are there, it means that there's audio recorded. When there's more of a straight line, it means there's not much audio there. Kind of just background noise, that kind of stuff. These are typically where you want to cut your audio and maybe create a different flow of the recording that you have. For example, this audio file is not the same as the audio files that I've used in here. I modified this file in order to place the specific audio that I wanted to at the right place. Because originally I just recorded my file, kind of me reading off a script and then saying maybe something that I thought would go good and kind of just going crazy. So we'll go ahead and show you how to split this. I'm going to show you how to do it the wrong way. Do it the wrong way. You listen to it. Your doggo needs a home. Doggo needs a home. Pause. Okay. If I split just here, you'll see what happens. This video also got split as well. I don't want to do that. So in order to prevent that, I'm going to undo everything, highlight this, and then split the audio file. So you want to split the file that you have highlighted. That way it's easier for you to actually edit. So as you can see, I have a little break here. I probably want to do my next split here. You always want to listen to a few seconds before. Cool. Melt your hard eyes. Okay, melt your hard eyes. Split. Now you have these long sections here that can oftentimes be dead music or dead noise. So you can take this and buffer your audio file down to kind of prevent that. So as you can see, now instead of having a long wait period, aside from the, you can hone that in a bit more. Aside from their floofy ears, okay, and then same goes with the end. See how there's like a bunch of dead space here? Just bring that up to the end. Okay, now that's how you simply do it. We can go here. I know this is an area cut. I'll show you kind of how to scrub again. So you listen to the audio. Get a dog. Dogs, okay, not only alleviate. Get a dog. Boom. We'll split, and then all this dead space, we want to get rid of that dead space, and then got here, split, and then I have dogs. But help to provide structure in your life. Okay. They also help you. So that's kind of simply how you could do it. I've also dogs leave pre-recorded certain sections, so I know this section needs to be gone, and then up to here needs to be gone. I'll split this, delete this. Dogs alleviate loneliness. This is that area that I just deleted. I re-recorded it because I made a mistake, so I'm gonna dogs alleviate loneliness, and then maybe modify a few things here to kind of make it sound like I want it to. Our message is simple. Get a dog. Aside from their floofy ears and their diabolical, melt your heart eyes, dogs alleviate loneliness. Boom. Simple as that. So now you have a kind of a general understanding on how to edit your audio files as well. Something else I want to show you is how to do the transitions. These transitions are super easy to place. You kind of want to make sure that you're transitioning with the proper movement of the images that you're utilizing. So for example, this video recording here, as you can see, pans to the right, which makes the image moved to the left. And I want to continue on with that natural movement with this transition, so I chose to wipe to the left at 4 seconds, or 0.4 seconds, in order to make an easy, smooth transition that it's kind of almost unrecognizable, but really changes the quality in your video production. And every doggo needs a home. Our message is simple. Okay. Now, sometimes it's simple to just keep it as a fade. As you can see, here's a simple dog fade. Aside from their floofy ears. And then with this next scene, I decided to get a little creative, and instead of fading using black, I decided to fade using white. And the reason why is because, as you can see, this is a majorly, or the majority of this film right here is actually white. So when I'm transitioning from this, green background, dogs, it's easy just to kind of just fade and disappear into the white background, and it kind of just makes it look aesthetically milcher hard. Then you can do cool little transitions like this little zoom thing. Head on over to boom, and then another funny one. You can get one of these at bam, little fade. And the next thing you know, you're adding cool little transitions. How you do that? Simple. You could choose any one of these because ultimately in the end you can change it. You'll take it, drag it, and put it in the green pulsating bars here. And say you wanted to add a wipe down, and it'll be 4 seconds long. No, not that long. 4 seconds long. You can do that. Get a dog. Aside from their floofy. So that's kind of just up to you. I don't want that, so I'm just going to delete that. Anyway. Actually, we'll just undo. Yeah, undo. There we go. Okay, and so these are kind of just ways that you can utilize this program to create good material. Please keep in mind, we do not want you to buy anything. So when you export this file, it's going to tell you, you need to pay $5.99 in order to export it to 1080p. Don't do that. We just keep it at 1080p. That's perfectly fine. This is just a video that we're going to watch to make sure that you understand how to create a video. So just 480p is fine. Don't do 1080 because if you do, it'll say, here's our subscription, monthly $19. Or you say, I don't want to upgrade. It'll tell you, then you could buy it for $5.99. That's ridiculous. So don't utilize that. If you want to get crazy, use DaVinci Resolve. DaVinci Resolve is a free, high-quality editing software that professionals use around the world. Creates awesome, cool things. I use it all the time, but it's a high learning curve. So if you don't want to learn an entire new program, just stick with Clipchamp and the 480 resolution. If you have any questions, go and contact your teacher or your TA, and they'll be able to help you out from there. Thank you. Have a great day, and enjoy your PSA. Bye-bye.